The Blades Ramble are proudly supported by our main channel sponsor, My Business Group, a group of brands designed to support owners, leaders and managers in business. If you're looking to grow your business, contact mybusinessgroup.co.uk today for more information or follow the link in the description below. Today's Ramble is sponsored by Wellstoned Landscapes. From lawn to luxury, creating outdoor elegance. Wellstoned Landscapes covers most areas of Yorkshire. If you mention the Ramble, you'll receive 10% off any work. Call Paul or find him on Facebook in the details below.
Like and subscribe to Blades Ramble.
What is happening, Blades, and welcome back to the Blades Ramble. I am, of course, Jimmy, and this is your countdown to kick-off for Oxford, because we're back again. Quick turnarounds of the Championship. Absolutely love it. After a great point at the Den, it's a very busy period for Sheffield United. Obviously, the transfer window closes tonight as you watch this, because this is actually recorded. I've had to do this earlier because on Monday, the day that you're watching, I'm recording with Cal Fowler in the morning. I'm at Sheffield United all afternoon, and then I'm back. Please catch us for this stream that we're going to be doing tonight, the deadline day stream. Absolutely incredible. If you saw what we did on Behind the Ramble last night, we sort of let you in onto how we're going to handle deadline day tonight, and I'm really excited for it. So if you haven't seen that on Behind the Ramble and you're not yet subscribed, please do go and support us over there. We've also done two Mardy Blades, myself and Dave, last night. So thank you to everybody for coming with us on this really busy period. I know there's a lot of content to churn out, but I also wanted to. I nearly skipped this countdown to kick-off. Nearly skipped it, but this is our game in hand. Essentially, this is the game that we obviously got called off, and I think it hit our momentum. Looking back, it certainly did, but It were a frustrating time, really, because we were on a roll when the Oxford game got called off. So I'm really keen to look at how we are fixed going into this game, because, yes, we lost Sam McCallum against Millwall, really unfortunate injury. Yes, we lost Tom Davis again, unfortunately. So, but we also have some good news. We have some returns to the squad. Tyler Binden came back in against Millwall, played really well. I think Mark McGuinness will be the fall guy for Jaffet Tanganga to come back and take the armband again. Patrick Bamford will also return to the squad. Will he return to the lineup? We'll have to have a look. But first, let's have a little look at our opponents who we've got to play coming up. So, here's the info on Oxford. They've lost, drawn, won and lost in the last 5 games. So they're a little cheeky win in there. But ultimately, they are on a poor run of form. Matt Bloomfield's just come in. So we can't assume that this poor run is going to continue if he implements some changes. And he has so far. I know we've got there that it's a 3-4-3 formation. And with this lineup, this was their lineup in their latest fixture against Birmingham, where they lost 2-0 at home. Jamie coming in goal. Now then, they had a back 3. So the 3 centre-backs. They've also just signed another kid from Luton, Makoso, who wasn't getting in at Luton, but he rates him as a young prospect. He's a 21-year-old centre-half. So does that make our boy, Michael Hellick, who's on the bench here, look, does that make him available? Now, a lot of people would turn their nose up at somebody who's not getting in for Oxford, but unless he's had a real drop-off in form, and if there's any Oxford fans watching this, do let us know, then that's incredible to see him not in this side, because I think he's a real strong asset for them. Maybe he's carrying an injury or something. But for this game, they played 3 at the back. It was Long, Davis and Brown who were their defence for this game. Then in midfield, it's the returning Cam Brannigan alongside McDonnell. And Brodie Spencer and Matty Phillips were kind of the wing-backs, if you like, pushing on. And then they've got like a 2. And the 2 that they started with was Pert Harris and Mills, 17 Mills, behind the striker, Mark Harris, who was later replaced by Will Lancashire. For those of you that know Oxford a little bit, you'll notice a key name missing there, other than Hellick, who I think I really like Brannigan as a player, and I really like Cumming as the goalkeeper. But the two best players for me, Michael Hellick, who was on the bench, and this man, De Keersmacher. Now, it's not yet being decided whether he will be in this team to face us, but he had a knock against Birmingham, so he missed it. There are suggestions that possibly their best player, De Keersmacher, I think he's got 7 goal contributions this season from like a defensive midfielder. There's a lot of things pointing towards him not being involved again tomorrow night. So, fingers crossed. We'll see, because we'll take anything we can get in terms of little advantages. And if we win this game, in fact, I'm jumping ahead a little bit, but let's see where we would be in the championship table. So at the minute, we are 17th with 36 points. We are currently 11 points off the playoffs. It's the first time in ages I've been able to have us on top of a team, because I do these in numerical order in the table. Oxford having a poor season, it has to be said, even by their standards. I know they're not a big fish in this league at the moment, in the current state of the club, but they'd expect to be doing better and sort of on the level of a Portsmouth or somebody they can relate to in terms of recent success and things like that. So, yeah, disappointing for Oxford. We would be 8 points off the playoffs with a victory here and 16 games to play. So it's all to play for. And it just depends whether you think we can go out and do it. So we've looked at Oxford. That's Oxford a little bit in terms of what we can expect to see tomorrow night. This will only be a short vid because I can't take your comments, obviously, with it being recorded. But I'm going to tell you what the previous Blades lineup was, and this is it. This is what got the points against Millwall, or got the point, should I say, against Millwall. Sidney Peck wearing the armband, which was nice to see. But it was Michael Cooper in goal. It was Sariki at right back, Mark McGuinness and Tyler Bindon. Tyler Bindon playing on the left. He's a right footer, but comfortable playing on the left-hand side of defence, which I think is where he'll play alongside Jaff in this game. And Sam McCallum at left back, unfortunately picking up that injury. If you've seen Tony's Ramble on the road, he captures a bit of that and has some nice things to say. In the middle, it was Sidney Peck, Captain Sidney, alongside Tom Davis, who also went down injured, unfortunately. On the right-hand side, we had the brilliant Andrea Brooks, who played really well. Gus Hamer on the left and Callum O'Hare in the 10. And on the night, it was Tom Cannon up front, who worked his socks off. So, how do we think we'll line up? Because we know what we've got coming back into the side. And I think it'll be not quite different, but I think there'll be a few changes. This is my predicted lineup from Chrissy Wilder. I think he'll go with Cooper in goal. Sariki keeps his place at right back. Jaffet Tanganga returns to the lineup alongside Bindon, and Harrison Burrows comes in for the injured McCallum. So I think there's 2 changes in the back 4. I think there'll have to be a change in midfield as well, with Tom Davis being injured. So I think Ollie Arblaster comes in to partner Sidney Peck in the middle. 2 very good players, but haven't yet really clicked as a pair. Can they start to make that work against the side that it's a tough midfield, Oxford, with Brannigan in there as well. But against the side that we'd expect to see more of the ball, particularly at home, can they make that advantage count and start to develop some chemistry? They've come through the youth team together, so we'll have to wait and see whether that can still work. Andre Brooks, him and Sariki work so well down that right-hand side, but also with Sidney Peck there as that little triangle returning together. Really pleased with how things are going on that right-hand side. Gustavo Hamer starting to show some form again on the left. I think he starts again. I think he deserves to keep his shirt, as does Callum O'Hare, who's been in the wars for United, and he'll be disappointed with some of the misses the other night, but I still think Chris will stick with him. I think he's shown this season what an asset he is to us, and again, I think he's been our best player this season. And I think Big Patrick Bamford, number 45, returns to the lineup. Look, this could all change because today, as I say, I'm recording this Sunday night. Today, as you watch it, Monday morning, there could be some transfers come in today. They may have already happened since I recorded it, and they may still happen before the close of the window. We'll know more tonight. There may be some match-fit players that come into the squad that we can then immediately plug in. But as things stand at the minute, this is my predicted lineup for the Oxford game, and it's also my lineup for the Oxford game. I don't think we should be shifting. I think this is the team Chris will go with. I think to a degree, in terms of who's available, it kind of picks itself. So I'm pleased with this team. I'd like to see it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Let me know whether you go a different formation. Would you go back to 4-4-2 because it's Oxford and there's a chance that we can get a goal or two here? What's your score prediction? Well, I'm going to give you mine now. I think, look, we always respect the opposition, and Oxford have got players that can harm us. There is never an easy game in this division, but if we can't beat Oxford at home, then we might as well put up as deck chairs and finish on the beach, because there is no hope for this season, and we can't look past them. We have to look towards them and go at them and really sort of stamp the win, rather than sort of just look past them to Middlesbrough at the weekend. Oxford is bang in front of us. Concentrate on them, get the result that we need, and I think we go and we hammer them, to be honest. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way, but I think this squad is more than capable of going and turning in a result that we should have got against Charlton, if we're honest. It's that sort of game for me where we can, and hopefully we will, turn up and play to almost our maximum potential and go and convincingly win. So, like, that is how I feel it should go if we play well. Who's to say whether it will or not? We will actually have a watch along for this game. Paul the Man Mountain will be watching. So if you're not able to see the game or anything like that, then do join the Man Mountain on the Blades Ramble for his watch along. And yeah, that is your countdown to kickoff. A much quicker one than usual because I'm not able to interact with you guys with it being a recorded stream. But thank you for your continued support, and hopefully you enjoy our deadline day stream tonight. And we roll into Oxford tomorrow night and get the valuable 3 points. So for now, come on, you red and white wizards, up the Blades!